right, ladies, buckle up and buckle in because it's our last episode of season 1. And when I say that nothing is ever going to be the same after this episode, I super mean it.
It's true. Everything is changing officially.
So if you liked the old us, well, you better listen in now because everything after this is not going to be the old us anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So we're talking about all the things. We're keeping it classic, keeping it simple for this last episode.
Mm-hmm.
We are talking about our highs, our lows, our buffaloes. We're talking about what do you guys mean when you say everything's going to be different now? Well, we're going to tell you. And that's pretty much it.
It's just a fun
Honestly,
girl chat.
I think it's a pretty good episode. If
I
I have
do
to do say
too.
so myself, like, you don't have to listen to this and you might be like, don't want to listen to this right now. But I think we did a pretty good job.
I honestly think it might be one of our best.
Dang. So if you want to listen to one of our best episodes, probably should tune in. Probably should listen. And probably should just give us a little like and subscribe too because we have a lot of cool things coming. So, okay. Go ahead. Listen up. And welcome back to the podcast. How you doing, Maggie?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good today.
Good.
It's crazy. It's just crazy the different woman you are after you have your period. I am in some peak days right now, and it is glorious.
That's awesome.
And I just wish I could be here forever. I
That's
know we
so
talk about
valid.
this all the time.
Yeah.
But it's true.
I get that. It's been slightly sad because I've been a little sick for my entire 2 weeks post period.
I'm so sorry.
Thank you. Where I'm just on, I feel like I still sound maybe not the best, but I feel way better.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm about to enter in back to the luteal phase. And I'm like, no,
it's rude.
I haven't even gotten
so
back.
rude.
It's okay. We'll be okay.
We'll be okay.
But
well,
being a girl,
life of a girly.
mm-hmm.
Well, it's been a few weeks since we sat down.
It has been.
And so much has been happening.
Yeah.
And we said this probably in our intro, but this is our last episode of what we're calling season 1 of the 20s podcast.
It is the last one, which is crazy.
And are we changing the name of the podcast too?
We are changing the name of the podcast.
So this is the last original 20s podcast.
It's true.
And if you're listening to this, or if you've listened to our podcast, you guys are an OG.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, all I have to say is God bless all of you for your support, for your consistency, for your love. The few hundred of you that listen, we literally adore you. This podcast has been such a journey for us, and we're going to talk about that journey today because there's just so many lessons I feel like we've learned in the process of starting a podcast, doing this every single week for the last 8 months or so. 6 months?
It's been almost 8 months.
8 months. And we're going to talk about it today and kind of talk about what's to come.
Mm-hmm.
But I think there's some encouragement in this podcast for all the girlies who are just trying to figure it out, because I think that's actually what this podcast has been for us. But
yeah.
This is going to be our last time we do a high-low buffalo on the podcast, I think, is this one right here, because our future podcasts are going to be very different structure than what you currently see. So
the high-low buffalo will still exist, just in a different place.
It's just going to live somewhere else, and we'll explain that later.
Yeah.
But Meg, take it away on a high-low buffalo.
Take it away. Okay, high-low buffalo.
High-low buffalo.
It's been a few weeks, but I'm just going to do mine from this past week.
Yeah.
So my high from this past week was girls' night, and it ended up just being Liv and I. But I'm
trying to remember. I know it was glorious.
So basically, Liv and I were no longer roommates. I got married, and we used to live together, and we would work together every day. We'd always go into work together.
Really good day. And
so Thursday, I picked Liv up for work because we had an early meeting, and then we just worked together the whole day, and then went straight into girls' night. And it was just the best.
It was
such
the best.
A fun day.
Oh my gosh, Thursday was a really good day.
Yeah, it was just so fun.
I felt so nostalgic all day.
It was very nostalgic.
Kind of emo, actually, if I actually process it.
I haven't let myself think about it too much. But it was just very fun. And I was like, we should do this more often.
We really should.
When it makes sense. But yeah, we just had the best day working and chatting in between meetings and stuff. And then we went to Pizza Della Rosa for dinner.
God bless Pizza Della Rosa.
Literally so good. And the workers are so nice. And they gave us a free salted caramel vanilla gelato. And it was to die for. The salted caramel was insane flavor.
It was actually one of the best things I've ever tasted.
Yeah. I don't know how they did it. Like, it was
insane.
It was so good. And the vanilla was almost like the vanilla flavor from Culver's, where it's like so rich, and it was just so good. But we started our evening there, and then we watched the Lorax, which was awesome. I had never seen the Lorax, and I had been wanting to see it because Liv keeps sending me these TikTok videos of this guy who dresses up as the Lorax and runs around different places, like on his little feet, and pretends to be the Lorax singing the song. And so I was like, I need to see the movie to understand what the heck is happening. And it was good. It was inspiring. It was motivating. It was cute. The music was good, and it was just a great time.
I need to tell you something.
Yeah.
So I've had the Lorax in my head all weekend.
Yeah.
Like, I cannot stop playing Let It Grow.
Let it grow.
You don't reap what you don't sow. Plant a seed. And literally, poor Jacob actually hit a breaking point.
Oh no.
And he's a pretty patient guy, and he was like, I'm in my serious voice, like, you need to stop. I was like, oh, this is really sad. I was singing it a lot. Like, pretty much any silent moment I was like singing it, but I cannot stop. It's
Wait, that's so funny.
Me, Wicked last year, when Wicked came out, I was like, I could not stop singing Wicked, that I had to literally stop watching Wicked and consuming Wicked content, because all I would sing is Defying Gravity at all moments of the day, and it's exactly that. So I love the Lorax, but it is actually consuming my brain.
Yeah, we gotta switch it up. See, what's funny is I don't, because I have only heard the full song in the movie. I don't know the words to the Let It Grow part, but the part I do know that stuck in my head is when the little evil guy is like, let it die, let it shrivel up and die. And that's what loops in my brain. And I'm like, this is terrible. Why is this what is in my brain? So
I've been singing just the whole song. I can't stop. It's so good. And
yeah.
Honestly, when yesterday I had a showing, so I was with Jacob most of the day yesterday, and then I went off to my showing and I listened to the whole Lorax soundtrack in the car, because I just like had to like scratch the itch.
The quote that was at the end, I literally love it.
Oh, we'll put it on the screen.
Unless someone like you cares a whole awful lot, nothing is going to get better. It's not the Lorax.
My new home screen. I literally cried.
It's so good.
Such a good movie.
Great movie.
Thursday was a 10 out of 10 day.
Yeah. So that was my high of last week. I loved every second of it.
Yeah.
My low, some tummy problems.
Oh no.
What's going on? I think it's like the last part of this like detox thing that I'm on.
Oh yeah.
The extra dose of this like one supplement is like
really doing a number.
Yeah, it's just, she said the side effect is likely nausea, and I feel that, but it's like hard because I'm supposed to have such a strict diet with it, but I'm nauseous, and so I'm like, I only want to eat what sounds good. So
you're still nauseous? I have this supplement, it's like this tincture that's like called Herx, and
that's right,
it's for like reducing nausea and detox symptoms without like stopping the detox.
I could actually use some of that because I have 3 weeks left.
Yeah, you can take it.
That would be great. But
I feel like this winter I just want to do another big detox of sort. Like, I want to just like absolutely hammer it. And I just feel like this weekend I had this moment where I was like, my body can't handle another toxin this weekend. Which I know sounds so dramatic, but I literally said it out loud. I was like, I just feel like my toxin bucket is a little filled right now. I don't know exactly what it is, but
it happens sometimes.
It does. And
a good detox feels great.
I know you still have to do your buffalo, but something that I'm really trying to figure out is how to get my immunity up.
Oh,
because on my GI map test that came back, my immunity levels in my gut are so low. No, okay. Which I should get it soon. But I just like want to like go crazy with immunity support. So I have a few things. I'm consulting with a few people. The other thing that I might try to like get back on is colostrum.
Oh, yeah.
And apparently you can like, and this is not medical advice, literally, you know this already, ladies. Apparently you can increase your colostrum intake like 2 to 3 times the recommended dose, but they're not allowed to say that. But there's a bunch of studies that like prove that helps people so much with specifically preventing flu, and I'm definitely like flu prone. And so I don't know, it's actually a goal for me this week to really address immunity and figure out what my plan is.
Let me know what you find.
And I'm really like, and this is bold, and I might fully eat my words on this, because when you're low, you're low. I think I might try to fight my flu symptoms more naturally this year. Like, I'm very quick to pop when I need to a Dayquil, which I'm not shaming anyone who does that. I just have a bad gut feeling about it. Yeah. And I might try to. Obviously, if it's bad, like, I'm not going to let the flu, like, kill me. I'm not crazy. But, I don't know.
No, that makes sense. I think we need
to, like, have, like, a immunity chat where it's, like, we have a little family meeting with all of the smart people in our life and be like, what do we need to do to try to help ourselves? And let's take it seriously. Can I tell you a great way to prevent the flu? Proper hand washing.
I'm a bad hand washer.
There's no shame. I wasn't alluding to that.
I know.
I got some natural hand sanitizer. Not that you always have to. I mean, it's good to, you know, be consuming some like natural, you know, you need to have your immunity. You need to be exposed to things to like get your gut good. But, you know, you go to a grocery store and there's literally 50 people touching a nasty little pin pad, and it's all a little nasty and a little, not a toxic hand sanitizer, but just to like cut back some of that germs, because next thing you know, you're touching your mouth, you're touching your face, and it's like, we don't need to be doing that. Proper coughing. We cough into our arm. We cover our coughs. Yeah. That's stuff I'm going to be working on.
That's good.
This winter.
Well, let me know what you find out about it, because I'm also curious, and I've been thinking about it, and I want to try making the honey garlic jar fermented situation, which really should do now, because it'll be fermented by the time I would need it.
And we should get garlic from the farmer's market. Yeah. And natural honey. I have a question. Would you want to support each other on this journey, where you man up that endeavor and I man up like figuring out what additional supplements we need to be taking?
That sounds great.
And we divide the load and we conquer.
Another thing I wanted to look into more is the immunity juice shots. Do those actually do anything or not? Yeah. Are they beneficial or not, with like the turmeric and ginger and orange juice sort of situation? Because I remembered that Jacob's lovely parents gifted me a juicer for our wedding that attaches to the KitchenAid, and I forgot about it because it got put in a weird place in the office, and I just found it, and I've never used it, but this would be a great season to use it. So
100%.
I was looking into some recipes.
I don't think it's gonna hurt. I mean, juicing, it's basically a supplement that is a whole food source. Yeah. So it's like extra vitamin C, extra like vitamins. I mean, I think we should send it.
The one thing I wanted to look into more was like if it gets to like when you're supposed to drink it and how, because I know sometimes if you're just drinking orange juice or super acidic things on your stomach that's empty, not good. That cannot be good. So I just want to figure out like what's the best course of action for this. But
I have one more thing. I think I would love it to just be like the healthiest girl winter we've ever lived. I'm in. Like, I'm really like, I mean, we could do a whole conversation about this, but Megan and I had an existential crisis where we realized we really need to work out more, and it's bad, and we need to take this very seriously. And I feel like this winter is just the winter we just like absolutely get so healthy, but we need to have a plan. We need to have smart goals. We need to have accountability and community. And positive rewards.
Yes. I'm in. So we're going to figure it out.
Let's put this on the schedule. We're having
a planning meeting.
And we got to take this. This is going to be good.
This is good.
This is good.
Okay. Anyways.
What's your buffalo?
My buffalo is my toes just touched.
My cold toes just touched her cold toes.
My buffalo from this last week is a thing called dispersion camping.
Ooh, do tell.
Do tell, yes. So dispersion camping is essentially where you can go to state forests, specifically in Minnesota. I don't know if it's legal in Wisconsin. And in certain public state forests, you're allowed to camp. And there's specific rules for it where I'm pretty sure you can only camp for one night, and then you can camp in the same forest, but you have to like keep moving places. You're supposed to use the local like firewood around you. You can't cut down trees or brush or anything, so you really just have to find a path or find an open spot to put your tent, so you can't disrupt nature essentially. You're supposed to leave it as you found it. So that's generic rules of it, but my husband really wanted to go dispersion camping, so we went, and I'll put the video on the screen.
This video is
because
crazy.
It was just an experience. Like it was good, it was not good, it was a buffalo. Like it was just genuinely such a mix of everything, because we realized we're not low maintenance campers. Like we don't like the idea of camping and just bringing a sleeping bag and sleeping on the ground. We're like, we want this to be a fun and cozy experience as well. Which required us to bring a ton of gear, like an entire mattress topper, pillows, blankets, tent, food, like the whole thing. But with dispersion camping, you can't drive to the spot. So we had to hike a mile up a bluff with so much stuff. We were dying. Like I felt like I was dying. Nathan was dying. It was just an intense workout. And yeah, it was an interesting time. There's a lot more I could say about it, but dispersion camping it's a buffalo, and
Put it on your fall bucket list.
put it on your fall bucket list. It's like, it's worth giving it a shot. I don't know if you'll want to do it again after you do it, but it's an experience. So experiences are good.
I'm so excited for you guys to see this video of Nathan with like literally a pack on him that's like 12 of him.
Yeah,
it's like so massive. It's so, I know you guys don't know Nathan, but I do, and it is such an on brand thing so for him. He does everything like to the mostest. Yeah. That's not even a word.
He like, you were saying before, like he's a dreamer, but he like commits to just doing it.
He's
no
so
matter
committed.
How extreme it is, or where I'm the opposite, where I'm like, let's make everything as easy as it possibly can be, and I'll sacrifice comfort, anything for ease. And
I wonder if Nathan and I were to have a meeting with each other and we both were to like harness our big dreamer energy together, of like, would that be like that might be dangerous.
Yeah, it could be good. You'll have to then bring in me and Jacob at the end to crush your dreams. But
Nathan's very practical too. I mean, I am too. But I feel like we both are big. We're both big dreamers for sure.
He's a big visionary guy, which
he is visionary.
I don't think I realized that as much while we were dating and engaged, but now being married, especially with our home, I don't know. I just like not as much. Like in my brain, he's so like logical and like I normally just saw that side of him, and I guess in ways looking back,
your
I could
dates
see it.
And your
like the dates and stuff.
You had the craziest, most like dreamy, like crazy. Like think of like your dream date. Like that's what Nathan would bring Megan every single week.
Yeah, it's true.
Relationship. It was crazy.
See, I just didn't attribute that to like vision or like dreaming, but now I see it in that. Yeah. But like with our house, he has so many dreams for this place, which is crazy because I don't see it and think of the possibilities here. I'm like, this is our home. This is what it's going to be. Great. And he's got big dreams. So
that's iconic.
Which is fun. It's so good. I love it. But
iconic.
Anyways, that's my Hello Buffalo. Liv.
we just like, it's so easy to talk on this podcast forever. I'm like, oh shoot. We definitely just...
It's been a minute already. Hey, it's the last one.
We're going out with a bang. We're going to go on with a nice long episode for the girls.
Episode. You're not going to hear our voices for a while.
True. Okay. Well, I feel like my Hilo Buffalo that I like came up with wasn't very deep. Well, okay. Anyways, I'm just going to... God bless you, Annie.
Thanks.
That was such a cute sneeze. Okay. Hi. I ate a lot of really, really yummy food recently. Isn't that a high?
That's a high.
Like, this week, I had pizza della Rosa. fire. We went to our friend's cafe in Westby, yummy treats. I went to the Damn Tasty, fire. Someone paid for my meal at the Damn Tasty.
Dang, that's a good day.
Oh my gosh, I like literally cried. We ate such good food this weekend. We went to this cafe in like Iowa, and the food was so unbelievably good. Went to Free Range, and we got a sourdough pretzel. So good. Trying to think of what else. Oh, we just like made fire food. Our pizzas we made last night. We have a new little Sunday tradition where we make pizzas on Sunday, and it was such good pizza. Yesterday, Jacob made this like ridiculously good Asian, it was like beef and broccoli, and he used like this like steak, and it was to die for.
Yeah.
He made me French toast this weekend. Like, I've been just eating like a princess.
That is awesome.
And honestly, I love it. I love eating such yummy food. I feel so blessed by food sometimes, where I'm like, we get to delight in this delicious, nutritious, yummy happiness. And it just makes me feel a happy little certain way.
Yeah, that's so valid. That's so good.
So
the Asian food that you mentioned reminds me of the dumpling things we used to make.
Oh, those are really good.
Where it was like with cabbage.
It's a good time of year to make those.
I know, because I was thinking recently of cabbages coming into season, and I was trying to find some recipes for it, but those are so good.
Those are so good. Yeah, we have this really good recipe, and we'll just like, I could probably quick explain it to you like right now. And literally you don't need to measure a thing. Yeah. You're going to literally cut up a cabbage, put it in a pan. You're going to make any sort of meat. You could do beef. I like doing like a sausage or pork. And then you're going to cook that down. You're going to cook like some onions down. And then literally just like cook all that down. It takes a second, but just cook it down. And then you're going to add a little bit of sesame oil, some coconut aminos or soy sauce, whatever you're into.
Do we do ginger in this one?
Ginger. And when I say we literally never measure a single thing for this, I'm being so serious. Like, you just send it, and you're not going to mess it up, I promise you. And then you're going to put it into spring roll paper, and then you make like this little spring roll it's like a little blob. They look
it's a
little blob. You make a little blob, and when you know, you'll know. And then you actually just fry those in a pan, like in a cast iron pan with some butter. When I say this thing rocks my world, it's a labor of love a little bit.
It is. It's a little bit of a process, especially the making the little blobs and then frying them.
But
it's okay if everything falls apart. It still tastes really good.
It's actually to die for.
Yeah.
And I think I'm going to make those this week.
Yeah, I'm going to add that to my list.
Yeah, a little farmer's market on Friday and then make that for dinner.
We should go to the farmer's market before the football game.
Oh my gosh, farmer's market, make the blobs, and
go to
then
the football game. Wait, that sounds like a great... And then I can get the garlic to make us some immunity honey.
Praise the Lord. Our Friday night's planned. That sounds so good. I'm literally going to crave it until then.
Yep, same.
I have this weird thing where I crave, like, as soon as I start craving a food, the craving, like, doesn't really go away until I eat it, which is so unfortunate. But I'll, like, think about something for, like, months. Yeah. Anyways, but.
Good high.
My high. What's my low? Okay, it's, like, 3 weeks since, like, the Charlie Kirk shooting. Or maybe a month. And I'm still shook up.
Yeah, I think it's only been 3 weeks.
Yeah. It's just like the world's so heavy. I know that's just one of like the many heavy things. But I don't know about you guys, but it really shook me like in a different way. And I think it's because Charlie was somebody that like I felt like I knew a little bit just because of how much of his content was online. And I don't know. Life's just been kind of crazy since then. And did you see about the shooting yesterday?
I didn't. I usually delete everything for the weekend.
Yeah, that's nice. There was like a shooting in like and don't mark my words on this, but in LDS, like a Mormon church and then they like started the church the person like shot up the church and then they started the church on fire.
Whoa.
Is that intense?
That's really intense.
And this stuff is happening like every single week, which is crazy because it's so easy to get so numb to all of it. And I feel like we're oftentimes like a very unserious podcast when it comes to a lot of things. But I don't know. It's just like life is so hard and heavy, and I don't know. I'm not shocked by any of it.
Yeah.
Like, I think as Christians, like in the Bible, it like prophesies like so much of these things happening, and I think it just leads me into like more faith, knowing that like the Lord the only person who's going to redeem and restore like everything to like what we super desire is Jesus. Obviously, I think we're all called to preserve the earth the best way that we can, to advocate for life, change, all the things, but I don't know.
Yeah, it is like interesting because it does say so clearly that like as the return of Jesus gets closer and closer, and we don't know the timing of that, that darkness will increase, but so will the light. Yeah. And so I think that is just an interesting thing to witness more and more. Is it does appear like there's more and more darkness and heaviness and just these like crazy dark things that are happening, but it is cool at the same time to see so much like light come out of things as well. And to like see like good prevail at times, and knowing that it's not going to be to the full here, and there won't be full justice here, but yeah, like one day Jesus will return and everything will be made new, and there will be justice for everything that was wrong on this earth. And just like keeping our eyes fixed on that, because otherwise it gets so consuming too, of like and overwhelming.
Totally.
Everything. So
yeah. One other thing that just like makes me so sad, and I don't even know exactly how to put it into words, and I wasn't even really planning on talking about this, is just how much division there is in the world, where, you know, if there's going to be people who would even like hear someone like me say like, oh my goodness, I'm grieved by the death of Charlie Kirk, and they instantly hate me and instantly think that, have 100 stereotypes for me, and they think all these different things about me, and the only reason why it makes me really sad is because unfortunately I don't think people understand and like how spiritual all of this is, and how much there is like a real devil who is trying to make you hate me and me hate you. And I think that just grieves me in this like really intense way of like, you go online and people literally hate each other, and they just don't they don't actually understand one another, where I really do think if any of us were sitting in a room together, like even someone who I maybe see things like completely different than, if we were to actually just talk, we'd realize that we actually all have such similar like soul level desires, and there's just significantly more like beautiful good people in this world than there are hateful people. And so I don't know, I just grieve all the divisiveness and evil that is happening, and I don't know, I just think that we all can, we're on the same team, like humans should all be on the same team. It's a battle against like good and a battle versus evil, and I think we're going to see that so much more in our lifetime, where it's going to be like evil versus good. But right now I think that we see it as right versus left, or Christian versus non-Christian, group versus group, or one side versus the other side. And you know, it's like, why don't we, I don't know, it's so sad to me. And so we just hope to obviously, like, we hope we can always see people and be advocates of light. And what we're trying to do, even with what we're kind of building right now, is be advocates of light and truth and love, and see past, I don't know, some of these like divisions that exist, but also speak truth where we feel like truth needs to be spoken. So I don't know, are you guys grieved by all this? Because it's really freaking hard, and I know that we're not the only ones who feel like almost like a shift and like a weightiness recently that started to happen. So I don't know, it's a really good time to just ground yourself in some truth, and if you don't know what truth is, it's a good time to figure it out. But anyway, sorry, that was kind of a depressing low, but I guess it's just like...
I think it's good, though, and I think it's good to talk about it. Like, a whole part of the podcast and just what we've always desired in 20s is for people to be inspired to have meaningful conversations with each other and to talk about the hard things or the confusing things or the heavy things and to just, like, have actual good, deep conversations with each other. Right. And a whole point of even this podcast, to a degree, has been sparking conversations that we hope spark thoughts in your life so that you go to your people and actually talk about some of these things. Yeah. And so I think it's a good and necessary thing to talk about because it's really real for just our nation and generation right now to be processing through.
For sure. Well, that's my low. And my buffalo is I love fall. Yeah. Fall. For real, though.
That's so good.
You know, life can be hard, and it is hard. And sometimes the only things that get me through the day is just knowing that Jesus is real and eternity is real, and that I can go get myself a maple latte.
Amen.
And knowing that I can go eat a caramel apple. I just love it.
That's so good.
I literally love it, and I wish it would last forever. But you know, every season has its purpose.
It's very true.
Fall is for delight. I just feel like it's just good for enjoying the work of the last 3 seasons. Yeah. And I really feel that right now. I feel like I'm like living in a lot of like blessing and harvest and deliverance from...
That's so true.
The difficulty of winter and the like challengingness of springtime when you're like growing into something new and like stepping into a new self. And then summer you just like put in a lot of work. It's like it's work. And I feel like I'm starting to feel some just like my spirit is feeling rested and it's feeling like I just get a delight a little bit.
And it's the harvest.
It's the harvest, baby. I feel it.
That's so good.
So freaking love fall.
It's so good. And it's your birthday
in fall? Yeah, it is my birthday.
Which is fun.
Yeah, for sure. Lots of birthdays.
A lot of birthdays.
All of our friends have fall birthdays. It's crazy. Not all of them, but literally a lot of them do. So
it's Michelle's birthday today.
Is it Michelle's birthday today?
Michelle's birthday.
Oh my gosh. Wait, perfect. I've been wanting to make so our friend Michelle, she was on our podcast like a month ago. And I literally love her. And we've been working together for about 4 or 5 years. And she's just got done with the job that we've worked with forever. So I was looking back through like old videos and photos and literally me crying, but I want to make a montage.
Yeah, you should.
But good day for a montage.
Which is so fun.
Okay, well, I guess
that's our Hello Buffalo.
Okay, so we need to talk about some more stuff. I'm getting hungry all of a sudden. It's only 11:20.
Yeah.
I'm getting hungry and thirsty. So I want to talk about this and dive in, but I got to be real.
Do we need to take a quick pause?
Well, we can take a quick pause, or we can just be mindful.
Mindful of the time.
I
don't think this next part is going to be that long.
Okay, and I love you guys, but it's really, I don't know what's going on recently, but my hanger's really getting the best of me. We're going to start prepping on Sundays better. I always have a hangry spell right after church, and it's very disruptive to my life. So we're going to start prepping for it better. So my hanger's just really getting the best of me.
That's valid.
So anyways...
Well,
what we want to talk about on this podcast. Sorry for the drama, everybody. She's being a bit dramatic this morning.
No, I'm hangry too.
Annie's hangry. We're all hangry.
I'm getting there.
I'm just mad behind this.
She's livid.
Oh my gosh. Wait, Annie, what are you doing back there? You look scary. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we're all a little bit hangry. Not all of us can eat while listening to this podcast. You guys can eat.
Eat up, queen.
LOL. So we're gonna just talk about like what the heck is going on. So basically we started this podcast literally 8 months ago. And if you guys have been here since day one, it's okay if you haven't, and it's okay if you don't remember.
We had to remember. We were like, wait, why did we start this?
We started this podcast. A little backstory. We had our little shop, if you know, you know. Meg and I owned a little shop online about 5-6 years ago where we had meaningful conversations through shirts, and we sold those shirts online and had this sweet, awesome Instagram community, and the Lord moved in it in like such crazy, beautiful ways. So good. But we hit this point where we were like, do we actually want to grow this thing? Because to be honest, there's a lot of things that feel a little bit clunky. And after about 4 or 5 years of doing the shop, we realized this is a little bit clunky. Our whole business model is not what we want to even be doing, where we didn't really want to be in fast fashion. How we were operating our business was fast fashion, even though there was a lot of us trying to have it not be fast fashion. But the reality is, it was. And we did not like that.
Yeah.
We weren't obsessed with being like e-commerce girlies. Not that we didn't want to sell anything ever, but kind of how it was set up was just not the right fit for us. And honestly, the business was scaling so much that we kind of were in this make or break of like, we either need to like be 100% all in or we have to stop. We decided we're going to stop because we felt like the Lord told us to stop.
Yeah.
We took a year off. And after we took a year off, we fully surrendered. We were like, we're not sure if we're going to ever touch this 20s brand ever again. And then separately, we felt like the Lord kind of was like, no, you guys are not done with this. And we then came to each other, Meg and I, were like, beep, beep, beep. And we're like, I think that this isn't over yet.
Yep. Had some crazy confirmations. God literally like spoke in some crazy ways. If you know, you know. And if you don't know, I can't wait for you to know. Because if you're listening, I think the Lord wants to speak to you. Because he wants to speak to everybody. Yes.
And so, sorry, that was a goofy. That was a big goofy. But
yeah, no, it's true though.
Which led us to this podcast. Not because we were like, oh my gosh, we're for sure want to be podcasters, or not because we were like, oh my goodness, we know exactly what our goal and our mission is. But we felt like if there's one thing we really knew to be true, is that we're supposed to speak to girls in their 20s, speak to them and encourage them to live life to the fullest. And we wanted to speak to one of their greatest doubts, and that is, what am I supposed to do? What is my 20s supposed to look like? Like, how am I supposed to navigate? And we thought the best way that we could even represent that mission is by beginning something, even though we didn't exactly know what was going to come, because that's something we really think is important, is to be moving, and is to go into a direction, and it's to step out in faith and lean on the Lord and follow his voice. And we felt like he told us to just begin this podcast. Yeah. But we didn't exactly know what was going to come from it. So we decided to start the podcast, and we've been doing it for 8 months, and we haven't had a ton of vision throughout the entire duration of it. But God has started to give us vision. Yeah. And in fact, I wouldn't say he started to give us vision. I would say the Lord has given us a vision. Yeah. Praise God.
Woo. Yeah.
So here we are.
Like basically like what you said, but similar to it, like the whole point to a degree of this podcast for us has been to just figure it out. Yeah. Like, what is 20 supposed to be? So and true. We know we're supposed to be doing something, so we're just gonna take our community along for the ride of figuring it out, and also just show to people too that you don't have to have it all figured out to start doing something. Like, that's so much of life and business, is just keeping the ball rolling and starting and figuring it out as you go. And you don't have to be an expert at what you're doing, where I think that's like one of the big things that paralyzes women in their 20s, is feeling like they need to acquire, you know, this skill set or this knowledge to be able to step out in faith in something. And it's just not true, where you can just begin and learn and get better. And we were not great podcasters when we started. Our skill set, we're still learning, and our skill set was very low. But I think what's really cool is a lesson we've learned through these like 8 months is we have been able to grow as podcasters. We've improved so much. We have improved more with our strategy of the podcast, how we communicate. We don't say like and as much. We've been able to be consistent with a cadence and show up every single week and edit the podcast and show up and just do it, which can be one of the hardest things. And we've been able to learn so much. And like you said, are we experts? Are we the best there is? No, we're not the best that there is. But we can grow in a skill set and also know that the Lord co-labors with us, and he fills in our gaps, and you know, works way harder than we do. And so that's been so really cool. It has been. I feel like it's been super encouraging, and it's I feel like it is good to prove to yourself that you can do a new thing or you can learn a new thing and be okay with not being the best at it or perfect at it right away. Because I know I can get really paralyzed where it's like, oh, I don't want to show up or even try something or do something unless I know I'm going to be good at it or I'm not going to embarrass myself or that sort of thing. And it's like, dang, I just need to have a little humility and be okay with just being in process with it.
Because I think there's something where maybe we've struggled with in the past is having like a false sense of humility over things. Where we're like, okay, we're not going to podcast because we're not the best voices to speak into this.
Right.
Or we're not going to talk about like the Bible and God because we're not theologians and we don't have the exact right words, which there's a high standard to talking about like God publicly and that is expressed in the word of God. But at the same time, we're supposed to take this little life that we have and these gifts that God's given to us and just do our best to steward everything he's been given. And it feels like this to us felt like good, like stewardship and the thing we were supposed to do. And so sometimes you have to do things and like put aside that false sense of humility and just do the thing, not because you want to, but because you know it's like the good right thing to do. And so it can be a little embarrassing sometimes hopping onto this podcast. Like I'll speak on behalf of myself. I don't always watch. I probably listen to 25 or 30% of our episodes that we've put out there, just to hear how they're doing, hear them back, kind of understand what it's like to listen from the viewer's perspective. And I would be totally lying to you if I said that I think that I sound great and I look great and I'm good at this. In fact, most of the time, my self is like, you look ugly. That sounds so bad. You look ugly. You sound bad. You don't know what you're doing. And all of that I know is just the devil trying to confuse me and to stop me from being who God has told me to be. And I know those things aren't true. So I say those things and it's like, I can process in my brain that those things are not true. That's not actually what is true. But the devil's going to stop you and try to, you know, make you feel like you're not good enough. But you really kind of have to like either like renew your mind and like believe new truth, or sometimes you kind of just need to like disassociate and just move forward and be so fixated on like the vision and the goal that you don't even care about like the little details of like, yes, I'm not perfect, yes, I'm not ideal in every department to be a podcaster or whatever. And so
that makes sense.
I don't know, I think that's definitely something that I've had to learn and grow in.
No, it is humbling watching things back. And I do it every week, which is good.
Oh, yeah, because Meg edits our podcast, which let's give a big shout out to Megan. She edits our podcast every single week, and it is a labor of love, and it does not go unseen. And
thank you.
I'm just so grateful that you've committed to that.
Yeah. No, it's been good. And it's even a humbling thing of I've learned so much in editing it and getting better at editing it, because if you go back, because there's so many technical things that can happen while you're editing it and moving things around to when it gets published. And my mistake early on, and I've still made this mistake a few times, is not watching it once it's published or the like final one. So I know there's a few podcasts in the beginning where it's just like no audio for the first 10-15 seconds, so you press play and it's just silence for a bit, and just a lot of these little things, or sometimes things the audio is like shifted weird and stuff. So it's been a learning process in that side of things too, but I think that's been good, because I wouldn't say that editing a podcast and the technical side of things is like, oh, I love this, I'm thriving when I do it. But it's also really good to be like, no, this is important. Like, this is a part of the work that we've been called to, and not every aspect of it is fun. And that is just like an element of work. And so it's been good to also just commit to it and be like, nope, this is my role. I'm going to own it. I'm going to grow in it and commit to doing it every week and not complain or grow bitter in it and things like that. And so of just knowing that like every aspect of work, even if it's work that you feel like, oh, I have such clear vision for this. I
Mhm.
know this is a good thing, still has stuff that you don't want to do. So
That's a good nugget, ladies.
it's been good. It's
That
been
is
very stretching, all of it, I would say.
such good wisdom, because you can be in the most perfect role for you, and like work is still work,
Yeah.
and we're still called to do some really
Mhm.
hard things, and like you
Yeah.
said, but how do you do it with like grace, with
Mhm.
a good attitude,
Yeah.
with perspective? I think that's like such a sanctifying place to be in,
Mhm.
is to be in roles like that.
Yeah.
And it's challenging, and
Yeah.
yeah, I'm just so grateful for
Mhm.
you doing that. So
Yeah.
but
But yeah, another thing I'm grateful for from the podcast, and this is a little bit more selfish, I would say, but it's been such a unique season of life for Liv and I, where when we started it, it was back in the winter time, and it's been one of our biggest life transitions so far of Liv stepping into a new job, us not being roommates anymore, me getting married, us figuring out our next steps in career and what 20s is. And it's like just a very unique season of our lives of such being in the middle of so much that has been documented. And even just having our high-low buffaloes every week and things like that, I think it's going to be a really sweet thing for us to be able to look back on in the future and have documentation of what this season was. And
I think it's been really grounding for us, where when there has been so much change for us and like so many things that have now been different, to have something that it's like we do this together every single week, I think has been such a blessing for our friendship and has allowed us to continue to dream together and all the things, which is just super, super sweet. So yeah, there's been like so much good that's come from it. And it's also, we're changing things up, and it also kind of feels a little bit clunky.
Yep.
and so as good as it's been, we've realized that it isn't, this podcast is how it's been currently operating is not fully in line with even what we're trying to do. And so this is the last podcast, how it is right now, what we're going to be doing moving forward. And this is part of a greater vision. And I don't think we're going to spend this episode like casting that vision for you guys, but this podcast moving forward is going to be like the most highly educational, value providing piece of content that we have, basically. So we're really expanding our vision for 20s. We're changing the name. We've talked about it a few times on here. It's going to be called 20s Girls Club, and it's literally a community for women in their 20s who are wanting to live life to the fullest and who are wanting connected, meaningful lives. And with that, we want just this podcast to be a place for you to go and to just like be enriched and be like so poured into for really specific topics of being in your 20s. And we're going to bring on lots of people to talk about that. So basically every single episode we're going to have a guest. It's going to be very different than what this is, but you're going to still get like the fun girl talk. That just is all going to live on a different platform, which we'll share with you guys at a later date. So if you love the podcast, how it is right now, you love all the girl talk, all the fun things, all the behind the scenes of our life, you're still going to still be able to get that. It's just going to live somewhere else. But you guys are we're all about to get an education, because our lineup of girls, and I guess there's some guys coming on too, but people who are going to be speaking into living life in your 20s, it is so rich. And we really think that this is going to be what's best for you guys and just the direction that we want to take this brand and organization.
Yeah, we're so excited.
We're so excited.
It's going to be so good. And these are some of like the people we love the most and learn so much from, and it's just going to be great to be able to actually have some of these conversations with them that we've had with them before, but just be able to give you all that information and provide it for you, because they're awesome.
Like every topic you could ever think of, I think we have like 100. We have a lot of people written down. We're set, ladies.
We're set.
Some of our first ones, you're going to be listening to a physician, an integrative physician's coming on. We're having a farmer come on to the podcast.
That one is going to be fun.
We have some of our friends who are coming on to the podcast, family members. I mean, it's a very like...
It's such a range of people, which we're excited about too, because everybody in their 20s is in such different seasons, going through different things, and it won't be everybody that's in their 20s as well. We're excited to have people on that are older to give just good encouragement and wisdom for specific topics for girlies in their 20s. So
yeah. Well, honestly, there's literally so much to come. This is just opening a can of worms. But I think for now, that's like a pretty good like insight of what's to come. So we're taking a few weeks off. In the meantime, we do have our last Pilates event that we're doing here in La Crosse on the same rooftop that we've always been doing it on. But this time we're having a little mini fall market, which we're super excited about. And we're
gonna be so cozy.
We just love planning mornings that are kind of just a vibe, you know?
Yeah.
Girls just love to create a vibe and to bring the vibe to you. So
come join the vibe.
Put it on the fall bucket list, girlies. It's gonna be awesome.
Yep.
Like actually,
warm coffee,
gluten-free
bone
broth, apples,
yummy.
The co-op is giving away all of our favorite treats.
Yep, the co-op is awesome. They're bringing bone broth samples, kettle and fire, the good stuff. And they're doing a good giveaway. There's going to be lots of good giveaways. So you do not want to miss it. But we'll take just a few weeks to get our stuff together for you girls. And so definitely make sure you're following along on our Instagram, which is now 20s Girls Club, and it's the number 20s. And that's where we're going to be posting about all of the future things and explaining more of what the vision for 20s Girls Club is and what this podcast will look like and our other social platforms are going to look like.
We had to prematurely launch our new Instagram name because we both got so anxious someone was going to take our Instagram handle.
Yeah, because we were starting to like tease a little bit 20s Girls Club with just things we've mentioned, but then we got these hats, and it's like sitting right here, so I'm staring at it, but we got these hats that say 20s Girls Club, and we both like teased it on our Instagrams, and then we were scared. We were like, someone's gonna steal 20s Girls Club, so I quick made a domain, bought the website, we changed our Instagram handle, and now we're in the clear.
They're not anxious or anything.
No.
Anxious or wise?
I think it didn't feel like super fearful, I would say. I think it was like, we actually have such clear vision for this. We need to lock it down because
it's hard to get an Instagram handle.
It is. We never could get 20s or exactly what we wanted for 20s.
The poor guy that I've DM'd like 3 times about giving us the domain name 20s. He was not budging.
But
respect.
Hey, it was meant to be. We got 20s Girls Club, so
which is even better.
Thank you, Lord.
So exciting.
Yeah. So, well,
ladies, next time we see ya, we're gonna be new women.
It's gonna be great.
Like for real, the best is yet to come.
Don't be sad.
Wait. Let's just end the last season 1 of the 20s podcast with a quote from the Lorax.
Let's hear it again.
Unless someone like you cares a whole awful lot, nothing is gonna get better. It's not. 20 shout out goes out to all of our listeners. If you have been listening to these first, I don't even know how many podcasts we've done. Literally, Lord bless you. Yes, you guys are the real ones, and for real, we love you guys so much. Yeah. And we can't thank you enough just for following us along on our journey, giving us some grace, giving us good feedback.
Yep.
And good telling us to say like and less.
Yeah.
And all the feedback has been great. Okay, ladies.
Well, we love you all.
See you next time.
Bye.